I now have some final questions for the Minister. So, Minister, if you wouldn't mind. I'll try to remember them all this time.
Well, this means we're almost coming to the conclusion for everyone.
Ooh.
So does anyone have a kick-off at what time?
8:20, I believe.
Beautiful, thank you.
Now, there's a pressing case to act now, given the depth and the urgency of the housing crisis, and also your Premier making housing affordability the first priority for her government. We've heard from a couple of councils how this could be done on a council-by-council basis ahead of the Commission finalising its plan. Minister, you have an opportunity to act right now. How do you reconcile your desire to see more affordable housing built with the reality that local councils are meeting some resistance to providing affordable housing from your department?
Look, and thank you for the question. I've got to say, I've never been told to be more bold before. Usually I have premiers tell me to stop being so bold. You have a bold minister here, someone that is passionate about housing affordability, and we've had the testimonies tonight that further reinforce that. But can I say, I reject the whole premise that councils are being blocked by my department. In fact, can I say, much to my annoyance, many councils are failing to approve and progress developments and rezonings that would unlock, I've got to say, significant levels of affordable rental and other housing coming onto the market. Look, the simple fact at the moment is the GSC hasn't finalised its district plans and the associated housing targets. And it's my intention that we will wait until the district plans are finalised before allowing more councils to access SEP 70. The issue we have is, what if a council adopted a policy that delivered a lower or worse outcome than what was recommended in the district plan? Of course, I'd be criticised for allowing this to occur, but welcome to my life. I get criticised for doing something and criticised for not doing something. But as I said in my opening remarks, to date we've achieved over 12,000 affordable housing applications determined in New South Wales under the relevant SEPs. And of course this includes developments for secondary dwellings, affordable rental groups and unit group homes and boarding houses. And I've got to say, new supply of affordable housing will continue through these policies. And I don't want to be seen, and I'm sure everyone here would agree, for example, where a council policy sees land from the state or elsewhere being given to councils for free as part of an affordable housing agreement, and then that said council then selling that same land to community housing providers rather than gifting it. So council gets the land for free, then makes a profit from the community housing provider rather than allowing the purchasing of that cost for more affordable housing. So for me, I'm passionate about this. I'll continue to work with local government. I'll continue to work with everyone to develop and to deliver more supply on affordable housing.
Okay. Okay. I'm just going to take a moment. We'll take a moment in a moment. I wanted to ask actually the final question, so I'm going a little bit out of order. Oh no, I'm not. That's all right. Your Premier has put housing affordability as the #1 issue in the state.
Yeah.
Do the GSC draft proposals go far enough to make a significant difference, to make a dent in the adequate supply of affordable rental housing?
Look, let me make this quite clear. Absolutely, I support the process that the GSC is going through, the independent process by planners who are the experts in this matter. Never before has there been a more intensive and extensive engagement on these issues. As with most issues, when the final district plans come through, there's going to be people that think that those plans go too far, and there'll be people that think that those plans will not go far enough. And just as members of the Alliance don't necessarily agree with the final position that the Alliance came forward with the submission to the GSC because it doesn't do, they believe, enough for their needs. But even if you don't like the outcome, you need to respect the process. And if anyone has concerns about the process that's been gone through, I'm very keen to hear about that. But I've got to say the GSC has gone and is doing extraordinary lengths to hear the views, assess the positions and distill many competing priorities right across this state. And it's applying that rigorous analysis to balance the competing views, the competing positions as well as the competing priorities. And look, I've tried to stress tonight that what goes into the final district plans is not only the policy or program that the government is delivering upon, but it's going to be about delivering housing affordability. And we've got a wide range of approaches, as is appropriate. Can I just again reiterate, we are doing everything we can to ensure that we have housing affordability in New South Wales, particularly in the Sydney Basin. We are now, under this government, we are seeing, because this keeps me awake at night. This literally keeps me awake at night. We're seeing record approvals. We're now seeing record completions. We're reducing the approval times. We're supporting the diverse housing types that enable more affordable housing. We're supporting diverse housing price points. We're delivering the supporting transport and the local infrastructure that needs to support communities that we're developing and building. And we're delivering the jobs, we're supporting the communities. And through those actions, we'll continue to address the challenge of housing affordability across New South Wales. Not because it's my Premier's priority that drives me, because quite frankly, it is the right thing to do. I am in a position, that I feel very blessed. It's not an easy position to be in, but it's a position I believe I've been put in to do good. And I would ask that you pray for me. I will pray for the Sydney Alliance, but I ask that you pray, that God gives us the strength, to achieve what is very much a very difficult problem to solve. But we'll solve it. We'll solve it. Thank you.
Minister, we're going to go and caucus over here again with some of those answers. So in the meantime, you all can speak amongst yourselves again.
I don't get to caucus.
Oh, I thought that's what you were doing before. Never mind. Never mind.
I'll talk to the Archbishop.
Actually, while we caucus, I just want to say a lot has happened tonight. Like, my head is absolutely spinning with all of the things that have happened tonight. First of all, we want to thank you for honouring your commitment to speak tonight and also to bring the GSC with you. We're going to take a moment for us to come over here and discuss where we feel we are with our asks at the end of the evening. No matter what, we're going to continue the effort. We're not going away. We can't go away. We deal with people every single day who are on the pointy end of this.